Welcome back into My UP Mornings. I'm Tor Thorne, filling in today for Rebecca Bartlemay, and very excited to be here because we have a very special guest in studio joining us from the Copper Country, Jesse Wiederhold of Visit Keweenaw. How's it going today?
Great, happy to be here in Marquette.
Yeah, awesome. Thanks for being here. We appreciate it. So we want to get the Yoop Scoop on some events coming up in the Keweenaw. So I want to start talking about first the Dark Sky Festival coming up in September. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Absolutely. We're really thrilled to be working at Visit Keweenaw with the Michigan Aurora Chasers, right? This is basically a household name at this point. Everyone's familiar with the Facebook group forecasting the Northern Lights, telling people to get outside when they're out. So this September, the 11th through the 14th, we're bringing up the keynote speaker, Melissa Kalin from Michigan Aurora Chasers. But more than that, we're having a whole festival, a huge mix of conference experiences for people to come here, Aurora experts speak and teach, as well as a lot of community components that are free to come to. We're having a Skywatch party at Breakers Beach in Stanton Township on Saturday night. Just going to be a great mix of events.
Very cool. So the dates for that it's the weekend of September 11th?
Yes,
okay.
That's right. Starting on a Thursday through a Sunday. Okay. So Thursday, we're going to have a meteorite exhibit at the Seaman Mineral Museum in Houghton. It's Michigan's Mineral Museum, so that's going to be great. The Keweenaw Dark Sky Park is inviting folks up Thursday night. The park's open from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. That Friday, we're having a welcome reception, so folks who have gotten their conference ticket can come to the Rosé, and we're having a Welcome to the Cosmos reception, right? Have some speeches that night, cosmically inspired cocktails. So waking up the next day, we've got events like Twilight Yoga, and then we have our conference portion. So the folks that buy their ticket will hear from Aurora experts like Melissa Kalin, the founder of Michigan Aurora Chasers. She has written the book Beyond the 45th Parallel, as well as running this group. So she's just incredibly educated on forecasting the aurora, and she'll be leading some little side tours, so folks will get the chance to meet these celebrities, right?
Awesome. Okay, so I have not had the privilege to go yet. I'd like to make it up this year. Do you have one maybe particular event that's your favorite? Just wondering about that.
Yeah, absolutely. Something very special for attendees this year. Michigan Tech has an observation tower. It's in South Range, so we've been working with them to get a tour of it. So a lot of folks are going to be able to look through telescopes. That was certainly been a highlight for me. If you've never looked through a telescope, you need to come to this event. I did it for the first time in April. Truly, we're going to have these just incredibly intelligent people showing you the stars in the dark skies, what to make of it, what you're looking at. They can tune into distant galaxies and clusters of galaxies to show you and tell you about it.
Awesome, very nice. Cool, so looking forward to that. And then I've definitely seen these going up to the Copper Country for whether I'm going up for football or something like that. The fall colors on the way up there.
Yes.
What's the peak time? What should people know about when to visit for that?
Yeah, absolutely. Folks at that event might get a little bit of a sneak peek. Okay. So our fall colors, and I'm really glad you asked. We just learned about why they're so intense, but the peak is usually the end of September, those first 2 weeks of October.
Okay.
Recently, we were told by a professor at Michigan Tech looking at sunlight data that the Keweenaw is the sunniest spot in the U.S. east of the Mississippi.
Wow.
This is because of our wind. It blows our clouds away. So what happens is that sun stresses out our trees. So what happens is our colors come intensely, quick, and they really change so fast across the peninsula. So fun fact, our colors really burn brighter.
Okay, very nice. I'm gonna have to write that down. And then do you have a maybe particular favorite lookout spot or any particular spot you like to visit?
Yeah, definitely. So up in the Keweenaw, high elevation, right? We've got beautiful rocky ridges. One of the best spots, Brockway Mountain Drive, that 9-mile scenic drive, highest in the U.S. between the Alleghenies Mountains and the Rocky Mountains. So we have that in Keweenaw County. Okay. Another great place, Quincy Mine. Stop through, go sit at the Quincy Mine and just look at that beautiful Houghton hillside.
Awesome. Yeah, some amazing views up there that you definitely need to check out. So that's looking forward ahead a little bit into September, but coming up this weekend, we want to tell people about Pasty Fest. I know that's a huge event for you guys. Can you tell us a little bit about that? What's coming up?
Yeah, definitely. So August 16th, we've got Pasty Fest coming up. So Pasty Fest is a huge day for Calumet. This is 3,500 pasties are going to be sold in a day. We're going to have a pasty eating competition. I might even enter this year.
Okay.
And definitely, we're going to have a truck truck pull. It's a Renaissance festival. So what we have is the entire day is themed and scripted. So you get to come and see the Queen send out her disciples to go take over the pasty town in the great battle of ketchup versus gravy. I like gravy.
Yeah, gravy?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I would say I'm probably team ketchup. How do you feel about rutabaga, though?
I love it. I actually wish I could have a pasty with all the ingredients that they put in all of them.
Yeah.
I would take pepper, rutabaga, carrot, potato. I like it all.
Definitely. And then what about breakfast pasty? Where do you fall there?
Oh man. So I will just say, I might be a little biased, but Roy's has this delicious turkey cranberry pasty.
Ooh,
And
okay.
I can't eat anything else for breakfast. I'm sorry.
That sounds awesome. I'm gonna have to try that. Okay, very cool. All right, awesome. Well, some great events coming up. Is there anything else I guess people should know, whether it's about Pasty Fest or any of the other events or anything else you got coming up?
Yeah, sure thing. Just understand there is just so much to do and see in the Keweenaw. If you're up, take a second to visit the Keweenaw National Historical Park, right? We have 12 plus sites just across the Keweenaw you can visit anytime and learn about the history. Proud people up here, right? Copper mining past, and there's just so much to do and see. The downtowns are changing and looking beautiful. Hancock has a beautiful new waterfront, new cocktail bar. It's just wonderful to be there.
Awesome, very nice. All right, looking forward to these events. Yeah, I'm hoping to make a couple trips up there at least.
Yeah, you better.
All right, will do.
Right.
All right, thanks for joining us, Jesse. We appreciate it. All right, thank you, and we'll be right back with more after this break.